Hey YouTube, and welcome to another video with myself, MichaelBoxofX, with my partners xboxculture.com and xboxdvr.com. Make sure you check their websites out after you've checked here. I'll always put the links down below, so go and check them out. Before I go any further as well, I just want to give some shout outs. Did a micropod on Wednesday evening with the WelshGamer and E-Rock. I'll leave links down below for their channels. Go and check them out and show your support to them also. Had a great podcast on Wednesday. We planned about 2 hours, but to be honest with you, it went on for nearly 4 hours. We had so much to talk about the Xbox conference from E3 this year, and we still didn't, or I did not get to cover all the games I wanted to talk about in that podcast because we just had so much to talk about. We could have gone on all night, but if you have watched the podcast, thank you very much. If you've watched all of it, I commend you. I can't thank you enough. There was a lot to listen to there. We did talk a lot and a lot of in-depth stuff. But if you haven't checked it out, do so. I'll leave a link down below for the video, but it's on the channel anyway. Also, I want to give a shout out to Kenny Thomas 1983 as well. He's always supporting the channel, and he's got a channel himself. So if you get the time, go and check out his channel and just show your support to another Xbox guy who covers the news and puts the videos out there. Because he works bloody hard on it, and he's doing them every day, and he supports everybody else's channels at the same time. So hats off to the guy, and I really appreciate the support he gives and always has given to my channel. But let's get to what I want to talk about in this video now. I want to talk about Xbox Scorpio. I want to talk about the fallout, as it were, as you were, about the Scorpio. Let's talk about it. So we've got the Scorpio. It's announced. Microsoft's next console dropping holiday 2017. We know very little about the system at the moment. We know a few facts. We know it's going to be true 4K gaming. We know it's going to have what's going on? I've got a bit of a speech impediment going on today. We know it's got 8 CPU cores. We know it's going to have 320 gigabytes of memory bandwidth, and we know that it's going to have, 6 teraflops of GPU power. That's all we know. We don't know about memory or anything else. That's what we know, and that they've told us it's going to be true 4K gaming. Personally, I can't wait for the system. It's a day one buy for me. As soon as it goes up for pre-order, I will be pre-ordering it. It's as simple as that. We know it's basically going to be a member still of the Xbox One family. It's going to be the same ecosystem. It's going to be back compatible with everything that comes out on the Xbox One, and everything that comes out on the Xbox One will run on the Scorpio, and we'll have all the other little tricks and whatever stuff they've put in that console, the Scorpio. We know that it will do what it needs to do. We don't know whether there'll be any exclusive coming to that system. I think there seems to be a little bit of a mixed bag of messages coming from Microsoft regarding this. Some people saying there won't be, and some saying there will be. Personally, if I'm paying for that system and I'm paying for that extra juice, why not have exclusives to that system? We did with the 360 and the Xbox One. There was games on the 360 that couldn't be done on, games on the Xbox One, should I say, that didn't come to the 360, and that's fair enough. If I'm paying that sort of money for a system with that sort of juice, I want it taken advantage of. I want to see the full advantage of it, and if that means exclusive games, so be it. So, let's see what happens anyway. It's still early days. But the thing that's really, really great to me, and the thing that's really grinding my bones at the moment, is the amount of negativity that's coming out of, one, the gaming media regarding this console, and two, how quickly the Sony fanboys and the other fanboys from the other camps are flip-flopping around about the 1 minute it's about the power. The fact that the PlayStation 4 is the most powerful console, and that's the console to buy, and it's sold in its droves, and you can't complain, well, you can't, say complaining isn't the right word to use. You can't, I take my hats off to Sony. They've sold a hell of a lot of PlayStation 4s, but I think that has been all down to the power, and I think a lot of gamers jump ship from Xbox to PlayStation this generation purely because of power, and I think that was the reason most of the PlayStation gamers stayed with that system was because it was the more powerful console. And they've openly said time and time again that the PlayStation 4 gamers is the most powerful console. It's got the higher resolution, it's got the better frame rates, and that's why they game on that system. But now all of a sudden the Scorpio's announced, where the specifications and everything blow even the 4.5, the rumored 4.5 Neo, you know, it blows it out of the water. And now all of a sudden it's not the power that's important, it's the games. To me that's a dead argument anyway, because I game on Xbox One and the Xbox brand because I prefer the exclusives on the Xbox. So to me that's a dead argument. The PlayStation, in my opinion, hasn't really got the games. There's probably one or two games that I would like to play, but I won't go out and buy a PlayStation 4 just to play those games, the same as I wouldn't do it, you know, the other way around. I tend to stick to one system. I have enough trouble finding time to game on my console of choice, let alone finding time to game on another system. So that's neither here nor there. It's just this constant, and there's been a complete attack on the Xbox brand again since E3. Some saying that, oh well, you need to buy a 4K TV to take advantage. Of course you do. What's the point of having a 4K Ultra HD games console if you're only going to run it on a bloody standard television that can only do 1080p? You're not going to get the true full advantage of that console by running it on that TV or on that monitor. You need the 4K TV to run it. And I mean, the media is just as much to blame on this one, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, we were 2 days before E3 even started, and we had Polygon calling Sony's praises, saying that, you know, oh, you expect great things from Sony at their E3 conference. Already the bias was starting. I posted that on Twitter, and then today Eurogamer, I mean, probably done one of the biggest articles I've ever seen, saying why, you know, we should be really careful of this Scorpio, we don't think it's going to do what they're claiming it's going to do, blah 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 blah, and it's just continual. The gaming media is terrible, and N4G have been, you know, they've been guilty of that in the past, and Kotaku, whatever they're called, I don't even go on their website, they're always doing it. There seems to be a continual barrage, and the game media and the Sony fanboys in particular are really trying to turn this E3 into the 2013 Xbox One launch E3 of the Don Matrick days. They're really trying hard to do that, and they're bending words and they're manipulating things that have been said, and they're misreading things and mishearing things, and it just seems to be a constant barrage. I'm cheesed off with it. We've been going through this for 3 years now, since the Xbox One was launched. I mean, we know what happened at that E3 conference. Everything that Microsoft announced for their conference, Sony bloody planned for their bloody console, and then they went back after seeing the fallout from the Xbox One conference and were an hour late coming to their conference because they changed everything. You know, so there's so much of this, and none of that was said in the press. They didn't say anything about that in the press. You didn't see Sony getting bad-mouthed about this. You know, I mean, what about the Sony conference? We didn't even see the new NX console. Why didn't we see the new Nintendo console at E3 this year? You know, they showed Zelda, which looks amazing. I really do like the Zelda games. That looks like a great game. But they showed it on the Wii U. They didn't even show it on the new system. So where's that in the press? You know, why is it always deliberately pointed and aimed at Xbox and the Microsoft team? The media is there just watching and hoping and praying that they just say one thing out of place so they can jump on it, and it's like that all of the time, and it's just constant. You can sort of guess and go on about the Scorpio until you're blue in the face, but until we know every single little bit of juice and every little trick in that box, and when it gets released holiday next year, nobody knows what that system is going to truly be capable of until it drops, and the only people that are going to know that until that point is Microsoft. So the media needs to stop making things up and trying to second guess Microsoft, because Microsoft have taken the gloves off now, and they've said, right, you want to make it about power, let's make it about power, and they've given us what is going to be the most powerful gaming console ever. And still, the gaming media, all the fanboys jump on it and attack it. Anyway, that's all I've got to say on the matter today. I just wanted to get that rant out there. You know, please like, subscribe, check out all my other videos. You know, if you like the video, check it out and give it a like. And you know, if you've got something to say, you got a question, leave it in the comments. Anyway, take care, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye bye.